Shemai, today I'm by quite a busy road and actually stood right by a bus stop and because we're going to have a look at this plant here. And now this is hops and it's native to Britain. It's in Latin it's Humulus lupulus, and in Welsh it's a nice easy one, it's hoppus. It's a perennial climber that actually can reach tremendous heights. I mean, you can see it climbing up the bus stop here, and it'll climb up trees and telegraph poles and can reach up to 6 meters tall. Now, commonly it's found along hedgerows like this or in woodlands, but it used to be grown as a crop in hop fields. The first thing to notice about hops is this quite a stiff stem, and it's got a square shape to it. If you can feel it, it's square. And hops, interestingly, always twine clockwise at whatever they're growing up. And this stem is bristly with downward pointing sort of stiff hairs, and I can feel them on there even if you can't quite see them there. And the leaves grow opposite. So if I look at that one there, you'll have one on one side and one on the other side, and they have these sort of 3 to 5 lobed leaves with a toothed margin. You can see there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 on that one. Yet on this one, Eendai tree, 1, 2, 3. There's 3 lobes on that one. But it's the flowers that we really are interested in with hops, and what makes it such an interesting plant. Now, hop flowers will grow, the male flowers will grow on one plant and the female flowers will grow on another plant. Now the male flowers are sort of, they're small and occur in clusters, but it's this here, the female, that we're most interested in, because it's the female flowers that produce these fantastic hops in around about September time. We're in September now, and the hops are these kind of papery cone-like structures. Now these hops, if I pull one off here and I roll it between my fingers and smell it, it really is quite a pleasant smell, and it's these that has been used and became so important because they're used for brewing beer, for making ale. Okay, so hops, there's quite a bit of interesting information around hops. Like I say, the most obvious and the thing that hops is most commonly known for is its use in making ale, for brewing beer. But actually, in the Roman times, the Romans believed that, and actually that's where the Latin name comes from, lupulus meaning small wolf, because they believed that hops would strangle hedges or anything that it grew up, like a wolf would strangle its prey, and that's where its name comes from. Now the flowers provide nectar, as you would imagine, to insects and pollinators, and also this dense growth. You can see just here how dense it is. It provides a safe habitat for birds and nesting and roosting birds, and also for lots and lots of different insects. But one of its most known characteristics is it has a soporific effect, which means that actually it can make you sort of drowsy or sleepy. And it's been used medicinally as a sedative for exactly that reason. Now, it was made popular some time ago by King George III, who used hops in a pillow because he was having terrible trouble with sleeping, and it was to help cure insomnia. And he'd put hops inside a pillow, and this soporific effect helped him to sleep. It's also edible. You can imagine being used in beer. It is safe and it's edible. And the tips is twice a year really that it's of any use and for eating. The first time is in the early spring, in sort of April time, when the fresh tips can be eaten, and then obviously now in the autumn when the hops can be used for making ale. And the reason that they're used for making ale is because that it not only flavours the beer, but it helps to make it last longer. So there we go. hops. I hope it's been okay and you can hear me. It's very difficult doing it by a busy road, but it just goes to show that by being observant and when you're out walking and things, these things can appear anywhere. And like I said, I mean, this is absolutely smothering this bus stop, but what a fantastic thing to find. So there we go, good time to go out and find it, especially if you're in England or you're in South Wales like us. They are more common here. So there we go, hops. See if you can find it, and good luck.